This presentation is to review more of the Object Snap features. First, we'll start with a parallel Object Snap feature. I'll need to go to the line command. I will pick a point in space next to the line that I want to draw parallel to. Then I'm going to right click and go to my Snap Overrides and select Parallel. Then hover over the line that I want to draw parallel to, move away, and notice it leaves a little green marker. Then when I move away, it's going to snap. I'll have a tracking line with this feature, and I'm going to type in 15, enter, and it draws a line 15 units long parallel to that existing line. Spacebar to end. I'm going to go back to line. We'll do another one on the other side. Pick a start point, right click, Snap Overrides, Parallel, hover over the line I want parallel to, move away. I get a tracking feature, and again I can type in 15, enter to draw a line parallel to that existing line. So that's the parallel Object Snap feature. There is another modify command which you'll learn in Chapter 9 called Offset. That's much better than the parallel Object Snap feature, but I thought I'd show it to you anyway. The next feature we're going to talk about is going to be perpendicular. Go to the line command. Again, I need to pick a point in space to start with, and then I can right click, Snap Overrides, and go to perpendicular. And then snap. You'll notice the marker is a right angle marker. I click and it draws a line exactly 90 degrees or perpendicular to the existing line. So that's the perpendicular feature. I'm going to go down to Object Snap. I'm going to right click and check my settings. I wanted to make sure that I had quadrant selected. I'm going to say OK. I'm going to draw a line from quadrant point to quadrant point on these circles. Spacebar to end. Again, quadrant point to quadrant point. Spacebar to end. The next feature is pretty interesting. It's called Extension. First, I'm going to go to Object Snap and right click. I'm going to click on Extension on this. That's going to turn the extension feature on and make it a running Object Snap. I'm going to go up to Line, hover over the end of a line, and notice that it leaves a marker at the end of that line. And then I hover in line with that, and you see there's a small tracking line, extension line extending out. If I typed in 5, enter, that's going to give me a point 5 units away on that extension line where I can continue drawing. And maybe I want to be parallel to that, so I will right click and go parallel again to draw parallel to the existing line. And maybe I want it to be 15 units again. So that was extension. Let me try this again. I'm going to go to the line command, hover over the end of a line, move away, get my tracking line. I'll go 5, enter. That gives me another point, and I'm going to snap perpendicular to this line that's in front. So that's extension. If you want to start a point out in space a certain distance off the end of a line, that's using the extension Object Snap feature. The next item, I need to actually draw some points on my screen using the multiple points option. I'm going to pick points. Might be difficult for you to see in the video. I'm just drawing some small point entities on my screen, and then I'm going to go to Object Snap to make sure that I have Node turned on, which I do. I'm going to say OK. I'm going to draw a line, and notice it's a circle with an X in it, which is Snap to Node. And I can snap to each of those dots that I had, so it's kind of like dot to dot. Back again and enter. So that's Snap to Node. Civil students or civil engineering students will need to use that feature more than others because they're going to be snapping to nodes or snapping to points because they'll be downloading point file data and comes in as points, and then you manipulate and draw over the top of that data on the point files. These are some of the additional Object Snap features that I wanted to go over with you. Please let me know if you have any questions, and this ends the presentation.